5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done, Rocky.
Oh, morning, Mrs. Russell.
Busy?
Oh, run off my feet, Mrs. Russell. I pulled her down, but I'm not complaining.
Can you show the florist to the restaurant, please, Bradley? Thank you. Bradley, a little less flesh in public, please.
Yes, Mrs. Russell.
No, you're too early, dear.
No, you don't understand.
Excuse me. Is there anything for me?
Oh, no, Mr. Booth.
I'm expecting a package by courier. Let me know the minute it turns up, okay?
Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Booth. As I said...
Problem?
Oh, no, I was just explaining that the rooms are reserved from 12 noon. I mean, the hotel policy clearly states...
I have been travelling all night. I've got to be a bridesmaid at 11. If I don't get to a loo or a shower soon, then I'm going to die right here, right now.
Is the room occupied?
No, but...
Then I think we can make an exception this once. Don't you? Would you follow me?
Thank you.
Morning. Welcome to Crossroads. Okay. Who's been in the executive suite?
Not me.
I was looking for that. Sorry, Mum. Now, I don't mind you watching the cable TV in there, but leave the place immaculate.
Sorry, Mrs. Russell.
Are you two really going to spend all morning watching telly in here?
What?
Oh, have you sorted out a new porter yet? Because Rocky's playing the martyr out there.
Leave Rocky to me. I've been talking to the agency.
Patrick, what's the use of talking when we got a wedding party for 100 people?
Trust me, I'll speak to Rocky on the way out. In the meantime, perhaps you could get reception to check some other agencies.
Anything we can do to help?
Just, stay out of trouble.
Trouble?
Us.
Mr. Russell, excuse me,
Not
Mr.
now,
Russell.
Rocky. I'm off to a wine tasting.
But, Mr. Russell, I was just wondering, it's about the new porter. I mean, I have spoken to Mrs. Russell. I've run off my feet as it is, what with the wedding and everything. I haven't even had my break
I
yet.
haven't got time to deal with this now, Rocky. I'm running late as it is.
But Mrs. Russell said...
I know, Rocky. I will deal with it later. Better still, why don't you use some initiative for a change?
Sorry?
Oh, find your own porter. Must be somebody around here, a friend of Mandy's or something. I don't know. Even if it's only temporary.
Thank you, Mr. Russell.
Cully? What? You know men?
Yeah?
Well, how do you know, right, whether a man fancies you or whether he just likes you? Because yesterday, right, Ray said this thing and I was like, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Booth.
It's all right. Just hurry up.
Oh, I'm sorry to put you to so much trouble.
No problem. You look great in that.
Thanks. You look like my mum's canary. Cully, when I get married, will you be one of my bridesmaids?
Mum, you're only 16.
I'm going to have my bridesmaids in black and silver.
You've got to find a man who'll have you first.
Yeah.
What are we doing today?
Let's go into town. Check out the talent.
Might as well stay here then.
What do you mean?
Could always go to a wedding. Well, if it's talent you're after...
I was expecting it this morning. What's the hold-up? Let me know as soon as you're here. Sorry, Scott.
Oh, but Dad, you promised!
Your mum can take you.
I have been in the salon since 6 a.m. doing bridesmaids hair in case you hadn't noticed, and I am shattered.
All my mates have seen it.
I promise, Jake.
I told you, Tracy. I'm expecting the contract this morning. It hasn't come yet, and I've got to be here when it does. We'll do something tomorrow, I promise.
All right, come on, you. You'll just have to amuse yourself.
Any news yet?
Just that there's been some sort of delay with the contract.
Don't worry, these things never run smoothly. I'm sure it's on its way.
I hope so, Mum. What?
I'm just pleased, that's all. Think of it, by the end of the day, you'll have a stake in this hotel. Well done, sweetheart.
Thanks. Only I won't relax until I've seen that signature on the dotted line.
And as long as you remember who the main shareholder is.
Like you're going to let me forget? How are we doing?
Doing fine.
All right, gasoline for the church now. They'll be back by 12:30. Reception ready?
Just finishing the concrete.
And you're doing the carvery at 1. I said you're doing it, so you're doing it.
I'm not deaf.
And Bina, I've told you before, if you're still wearing those nails next time I see you, you're out of a job.
No sense of style. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all right for you sticking here. No one cares what you look like. Go and find someone to take the other trays, please.
I will give you a hand.
Okay, but come straight back. I don't want you two hanging around in public.
How do I look?
Ready for anything.
Hi, girls.
Hi, girls.
You do love a wedding.
I'll take those. Do I look like someone who wants to get the sack?
Do I look like someone who cares?
Well, you'll care when I tell your mum.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Well, then I'll tell your dad.
So do you fancy going out on Friday?
With you?
It'll be a laugh.
I'd rather die.
Well, let me know by Thursday.
Look, Friday's my 18th birthday and I plan to be out in the town, so no.
Well, she said she'd think about it.
We could make a night of it.
Sorted.
It's not fair.
What?
Didn't you see the way that best man looked at me?
Oh, come on, Nicola.
What?
It's not as if you would have done.
What do you mean?
You're all talk.
I am not.
Let's see you snog someone then.
I would, if there's anyone snuggled around.
Go on, I dare you.
Hey, you.
What?
Fancy a snog?
You what?
Once in a lifetime chance.
Get lost.
Come on. You know you want to.
Now get lost.
Go through that door over there and it's just on the right, all right?
Thank you.
Well, you know what, Virginia? Weddings always make me feel so...
Inadequate? Oh, Mr. Wu, I'll let you know the moment it arrives.
Wow.
You like?
Very much.
Well, in that case, I won't bother changing till later. It's going to be a nightmare to get out of it on my own, anyway.
Keep ogling like that and your eyes are going to drop out.
Hello, love.
I've told you what'll happen if I catch you playing away from home again, haven't I?
Tracy, this is one of the biggest days of my life. Do you have to spoil it with stuff like that? What do you want me to do? Not talk to the guests at all? Come on, cheer up. If we play our cards right, this time next year, we'll be running this place, and you can do what you like. Think about it. Could be you standing there.
Tell me what he said.
He was just a complete animal.
Excuse me. Can I help you? Oi!
Well?
Haven't you got anything to say for yourself, then?
Now, let's get this straight. You do not have the right to remain silent. What's your game, Sunshine?
I haven't got a game.
Oh, it speaks. Don't give up your day job, mate. You make a terrible burglar.
Can't you just let me go?
No way. You were nicking my petrol.
Give me 10 good reasons why I shouldn't call the police. What's your name? 999, if my memory serves me correctly.
Phil Berry. Look, I'll pay for the petrol.
You've got some cash then, have you?
What do you want with petrol, son?
I'm not a thief. I was just borrowing it.
Oh, you were going to bring it back then, were you? Rubbish, mate.
It's all right, Bradley. Mum and Dad know you're here? Not exactly a master criminal, is he? I'll tell you what, we'll cut a deal. You give me a hand today and we'll call it quits.
You going to let him off?
He's all right, he's just a kid. Anyway, I need a porter for a day and he needs to pay for his crime.
You're not really going to let him get away with it, are you, Rock?
He's not going to get away with anything. He's going to pay for it in sweat.
He's a thief. You can't let him work round here.
It's called initiative, Bradley. Come on, Sunshine.
You're just going to stand there the whole time?
Some of the guests are complaining you're carving it too thin.
It's rare. It's supposed to be thin.
Billy, the guests can have great chunks of it bleeding all over their shoes if that's what they want. Now carve it thicker.
You carve it thicker.
Excuse me.
Here! Billy!
You guys got too far this time. He's got to go.
What's happened now?
Billy's done a runner.
All right, calm down, Jake. You take care of the punters and I'll get Joanne to take over.
I am going to kill him.
No, you're not. I am.
I'll show you where the cars draw up. You get the luggage. Put that on so they know who you are. Come on.
I've never done it in public before.
You're carving beef, Joanne, not singing an opera. Now go, and if you see Chef, tell him on his case.
Who's going to do the meringues?
Bag, Joanne. Be like a trip down memory lane. Now go!
Just keep the booze flowing fast for a bit, okay?
I heard that. You trying to get me drunk?
Do I need to? Not tempted?
Well, I need to get out of this dress first. But I seem to have left my key card in my room. What's that?
Opens every room in the hotel. Quicker if you go this way.
Any tips yet?
No.
Well, just remember, if you get any tips, you give them to me. Then we pull them at the end of the week.
I'm not going to be here at the end of the week.
Well, rules are rules.
Good afternoon, sir.
You're married, aren't you?
Don't worry about it. My wife understands me.
Busy day, isn't it?
Complete chaos. You don't see it, mine being stuck in the laundry. But when you're front of house, kids running around, drunken wedding guests.
You've no idea what they get up to. Oh, yes. Terrible. On the other hand, it is a special occasion. Not surprising they get a bit merry.
Oh, well, hello, ladies. Isn't this a nice surprise? Just thought I'd take a load off, run off my feet out there. Still, it's nothing compared to when I was at the Hilton. 6 weddings we had on that weekend, 6. There was a nasty flu bug going around, big staff shortages. I was practically on my own. They told me, Rocky, it's gonna be tough, but it's all down to you. Still, I've never been one to shy away from a challenge.
Oh, smash. Looks like we're sorted for Friday.
And champagne for the ladies.
Been a coming then?
She was wearing a different sort of bra today.
What?
You couldn't see the sort of flowery pattern through her shirt. It was all
Smooth. Pervert you are.
Tracy, take this call, please. It's the solicitor for Mr. Booth.
Hello, this is Mrs. Booth. Well, have you tried his mobile? Oh. Well, I don't understand.
See ya.
Excuse me.
What?
Sorry, I'm lost.
You're new, aren't you?
Sort of. So what's it like here, then?
It's all right. I'm only temporary. I'll be out of it soon.
Oh, yeah?
How about you? You staying around for long?
I don't know yet. See how it goes.
Kate, have you seen Jake anywhere?
No, Tracy, I haven't.
Well, if you see him, can you tell him to call the solicitor immediately?
Why, what's happened? Has the contract been signed?
I have no idea. He just says he needs to speak to Jake.
Hi, it's me. How are you? How's... Oh, no. No, it's all right. It's not your fault. No, I can't tell you now, can I? But I'm okay. I'm safe. No. No, I know I can't come back.
Scott, you shouldn't be in here. So who's winning?
He is. He's had £2 off me so far.
Well, you play like a grown-up, so you pay like a grown-up.
Scott, darling, can I have a little word with Billy?
Not now, Gran. Okay.
Should we talk about how grown-up it was to walk out of the carvery?
If you like. Or we could talk about how dumb it is to take me out of my kitchen and turn me into a performing monkey.
It's not your decision to make,
You
Billy.
don't have to remind me of that.
You leave me no option. Why do you keep doing this to me? Time after time, I bail you out to Jake, to Patrick.
What do you want me to do? Grovel?
In all the time we've known each other, have I ever asked you to do that?
No.
I'm not about to start now. Yeah, you need your job and I need you too. Actually, if you can make it back to the kitchen in about 30 seconds, that'd be really good.
Just keep your son out of my face, okay?
You keep your face in my kitchen and I'll see what I can do.
Sorry it was a long time. I got lost.
Ah, but you're back again. That's very good. You didn't scalp her at the first opportunity.
I said I'd work off a gallon of petrol.
Yeah. Well, we're just about quits then. Off you go.
What are you doing about a porter tomorrow? Only I could do with a bit of cash.
Ah, the stroppy chef returns. You want to watch yourself, Billy. You're in danger of becoming a cliche.
Well, maybe our deputy manager will think before he opens his big gob next time. He's got no appreciation of genius.
My carvery debut seemed to go down okay. Thanks for asking.
I knew you could handle that with your eyes shut.
And here I was thinking that you didn't care about dropping me in it.
Listen, we can't let the management walk all over us. We've got to keep them on their toes, haven't we?
Are we going home?
Yeah.
Ah, then you can help me. Bail up. Take this wine inside.
But, Dad...
Nicola, I've got 101 things to do in the office. Please, do as you're told for once.
Porter, oi! What are you doing here?
What does it look like?
Why didn't you tell me you worked here?
You didn't ask.
Don't you know who I am?
Should I?
My parents run this place. So if you really are a porter, pick up this stuff and do as you're told.
Where have you been, Jake? We've been looking for you. Solicitor's rung 3 times.
Why? What's happened?
Don't snap at me.
I had to attend to a wedding guest.
Everything all right?
Look, just phone him, see what's wrong.
Sorry to interrupt, Mrs. Russell, but we've got a bit of a situation out front.
Oh, yeah, executive.
Can I help you?
Oh, I was just explaining. I want those cases taken up to the executive suite.
Of course, madam. Do you have a reservation?
I don't need a reservation. I own the hotel.
Sorry. You are?
Jill Harvey.
Mrs. Harvey, I'm Jake Booth. I didn't realise you were coming to sign the contract in person.
No, I haven't. I've just come to stay at the hotel.
I don't understand.
I've changed my mind. I've decided I'm not going to sell my share in Crossroads after all. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like this taken up to the executive suite.
Well, Jill Harvey's back with a vengeance, and the drama continues at the hotel every weekday here on Carlton at 1:30 and 5:05. And there's a special omnibus edition of Crossroads tomorrow night at 9. Next tonight, stay with us for Wheel of Fortune.
Who does she think she is? Swanning in here, demanding the executive suite.
She was just trying to create an effect.
That's vile.
Well, you don't have to eat it.
All she had to do was sign on the dotted line.
Don't let it get to you, Jake.
She's not going to sell her shareholding. Why has she come back?
Well, we won't know that till we talk to her, will we? Up until yesterday, I'd never even spoken to the woman.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have.
I think you're overreacting.
I don't believe this.
Dad!
Not now, Scott. After all we've talked about, having a totally family-owned business, suddenly the rug's pulled out from under my feet and you tell me not to react?
I said overreact.
Dad, can I borrow a porter today?
Don't be silly, Nicola.
Jake, I think what Patrick's trying to say is that we own 70% of Crossroads, so it is a family-run business.
Yeah, well, that's easy for you to say. You're not trying to buy the other 30%.
Mum, I need a porter.
We're talking, Nicola.
But I've got stuff to do for our coursework.
Your dad's already said no, so knows the answer. Where are you going?
She's just ordered up breakfast on room service.
I'm going to the car.
I'm sorry, love.
Oi, Tweedledum, Tweedledummer, over here. Not a pretty sight, is it?
No, Chef.
I thought I told you to defrost it.
Thought you said you'd done it.
I did. I switched it off at the mains.
You're supposed to take the food out first, you muppet!
Well, you never said.
How thick are you? You're going to pay for this out your wages, both of you.
It's got nothing to do
Just
with me.
clear it up.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, man.
I can't afford to lose money because of you and your stupid mistakes.
Well, what? The sausages are all right.
You don't get it, do you? That puts paid to our DJ decks.
Well, you going to help me?
Get stuffed!
Which one's for the executive suite?
This one. Fancy yourself as a waitress, do you, Mr. Booth?
Get on with your work.
What's all that about? Apparently this other partner turned up last night and booked into the exec. It sent everyone into a right state. Is that all?
Room service.
Good morning.
What are you doing here?
Bringing you breakfast?
Time's so hard, the management have to do it.
Not at all. How'd you like your coffee?
Black.
Mrs. Harvey, I thought we had an agreement.
It's a lady's prerogative to change her mind.
I spend 6 months putting the finance in place, another 3 negotiating terms with your lawyers. I think I deserve some sort of explanation.
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not?
If you must know, I buried my husband yesterday, that's why not.
You're in a good mood this morning. Something nice happened? Might have. Well, you look better than usual. Always nice to have an unexpected afternoon off.
Tell me I didn't hear that.
I was supposed to have time off yesterday, but I spent it covering you.
No way.
I've cleared it with Mrs. Russell, so if you have a problem, take it up with her. That's you told. When's your break?
I've got a couple of hours off later on.
Me too.
Doing anything special?
I don't know. I thought I might go into town. Fancy coming?
I'd love to, sweetie, but I'm going to be a bit busy.
You all right? Ray just called me sweetie. He's Australian, that's how they talk. Hey, that must be the new porter. I suppose. We can carry my bags any day. Rocky, Dad said we could borrow a porter.
No, he didn't.
You're losing your touch. There's our man. Hello. We need your help for a while, if you don't mind.
I'm busy.
I said I need your help.
Look, you'll have to ask Rocky.
We already have done. And I asked my dad. Your boss?
Where are we going?
You'll see.
Mrs. Harvey, I offered you a lot of money for your share.
Is money all you think about, Jake? Tell me, why are you Booth when your parents are Russell?
Patrick's my stepfather. Why?
Just curious. Do you get on?
He's married to my mother, not me. Look, about your share. If I say upped my offer by 50,000?
Could you raise that much?
If I tried hard. Are you interested?
Well, I might be. But then if you're prepared to pay that much, I'm sure other parties would be as well. Hotel chains spring to mind. They could take that sort of money out of petty cash.
I suppose that's true.
I think I need to take a closer look at my options before I make a decision.
For our survey of localised insect population, we've chosen an uninhabited island in the middle of a lake, free from any chemicals and stuff. You can't say stuff. Can't you roll any faster? Our tour guide for today is the lovely... What's your name again?
Get that thing off me.
Don't you want to be in our film?
Thanks.
Come on, girls, get a move on. Sorry, madam, staff only in here if you don't mind.
Not at all. But as one of the owners of the hotel, I reserve the right to go anywhere I choose. And you are?
Billy Taylor, head chef. Don't mind, I've got to carry on. Building up to lunchtime service here.
Tell me, do you still have Black Forest Kettle on the menu?
No.
Oh, you should. I mean, it's very popular. Secret of a good hotel restaurant is to give the customers what they want, don't you think?
Can I have a bottle of sherry, please, Ray?
Billy's starting a bit early, isn't he?
It's for the trifle.
So did you get the afternoon off?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I might take a break a bit later on.
Thanks.
Good morning, madam. And what can I do to make your life even more wonderful?
I'm not here to drink. I'm just going round trying to meet all the staff.
Ah, you must be Jill Harvey. It's all round the hotel you're back. Ray Dobbs, good to meet you.
Oh, good to meet you too.
Maybe we can talk later, yeah? And you can tell me all about the good old days. What can I get you?
She even suggested she might sell to one of the big hotel chains.
She's sharp, I'll give her that. She just wants the best deal she can get.
So what do I do now?
Leave it with me.
Why? What are you going to do?
Try some girl talk.
Oh, Jake. Hi.
Hi.
I'm just checking out.
I do hope you enjoyed your stay with us, madam.
Well, shall I leave you my number? Yesterday was really great.
You can leave it at reception if you like. Safe journey home.
Is that all you got to say?
What else is there?
You know, I hardly recognise the place. Don't think my mother would recognise it at all.
Famous Meg Richardson. You know, people still talk about her. Were you very close?
We had our moments. Mind you, we fought. But then you do, don't you, when you're in business together?
Yeah. But the rewards of running a family business outweigh the problems, don't you think?
Oh, I understand what this little chat is all about. Your son's been telling tales.
That's not a phrase I'd have used. You have to understand that this is our home.
Don't patronise me, Mrs. Russell. And as for Crossroads, it was my home long before it was yours.
I only want for my son what your mother wanted for you. Now, how wrong is that?
It's not wrong at all.
I have a right to know who I'm going to be in partnership with, and I don't like the idea of a big chain coming in any more than he does.
But doesn't your husband call the shots? After all, he is the shareholder, isn't he?
It's in Patrick's name, yeah, but it doesn't make any difference to how the hotel is run.
I thought he just left you to do all the work.
I don't want to fight you. But if you threaten us, I will.
Bina? What? If a bloke calls you sweetie, right, it means he fancies you, doesn't it? Depends, doesn't it? See, I told you.
Just talking about Ray Dobbs.
You're like a broken record, you are. You know what you mean? If you fancy a guy, you've got to let him know. Why don't you just go and ask Ray out?
Well, I think the man should make the first move.
And what would you know?
In my experience, men like the subtle approach.
Really? Mandy, Ray Dobbs is completely wrong for you.
He's not.
You live in a dream world, you do.
Well, there are worse places to live than in your dreams.
I need to speak to you. Your mother's nearly had me in tears telling me how hard she would fight to keep Crossroads a family business.
I'm not with you.
Only it isn't quite a family business, is it? It's your stepfather's. That's why you're so desperate to get my share.
I think you've been in the bar too long.
You finished yet?
Not quite.
I've got a job to do, you know. How much longer are you going to be?
Oh, a couple of hours at least.
A couple of hours?
In fact, all day if we feel like it.
OK, then. In that case, I'll be back in a couple of hours.
You what? Don't you dare. Come back here. You're dead, Phil Berry. Dead.
Runner, are you out of your bonnet?
She told me her father had said that I was...
What that girl says and what the truth is are not necessarily the same thing.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, you know now, so you go straight back there and fetch her before she causes any more trouble.
You're going to sulk all day?
What do you expect?
Man, I made a mistake. Isn't it as though I haven't done it before?
Just say that again.
Oh, give me a break.
No, I'm tired of taking the rap for you.
What do you mean?
I mean, ever since we were kids, I've had to look after you. Well, not anymore. Just stay out of my way.
OK, that's me. See you all tonight.
You'd better not make a habit of this or you're dead meat.
You're evil, you are.
Oh. A problem with that?
Not necessarily.
Oh, Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane, it's your mother. I'm just ringing to tell you I'm back in the country, and if you could get in touch, please ring me. I'm back at Crossroads. Bye.
Aren't you going out?
Where to?
These are all rubbish, you know.
It's not. It says I'm going to meet the man of my dreams.
Mandy, you've got to make your own dreams.
What?
Well, have a plan. Know where you're going. And take me. In a few years' time, I'll be running my own restaurant.
You reckon?
Yeah. Life's not just about men.
But I can't stop thinking about him.
Who?
Ray. Don't you think he's gorgeous?
He's not bad. Listen, Mandy, you're 16. You've got plenty of time to worry about boyfriends. You should be thinking about yourself.
But what about my dream man?
You'll know when you meet him.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Do you mind?
Well, there's obviously something wrong.
It's nothing.
Come on, what is it? I'll put the kettle on. You tell me all about it, eh?
Come in.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, it's fine.
You look like you're expecting someone kind of special.
Might be.
Who's the lucky guy?
I'm looking at him.
Hello? Chloe! Nicola! Chloe! Nicola! Come on!
See, I told you he'd come running. Oh, such a gentleman. I just so love being in control. They'll teach you to abandon us.
You're pathetic. How sad do you have to be to get your kicks like this?
Only a joke.
Get in that boat.
You get in it. What did you do that for?
That was clever.
Well, how was I supposed to know you hadn't tied it up properly?
I was planning to before I heard you scream. So go on, tell me. How are you planning to get it back?
I don't know. Got your mobile? No, I didn't think I'd need it. You and your bright ideas.
All right. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Me neither. What are you looking at? Oh no. I was just after the fire in the children's home, wasn't it?
I hadn't told you before, but fire was my fault. I left my pan of beans on the cooker.
I nearly died that day.
Sorry, mate.
Well, good job for you I didn't, eh?
My mum's gonna go mad. I'll see you later, okay? See you.
Not a bad piece of machinery. I wonder where his home is.
Probably been nicked so many times it's forgotten.
Yeah.
Have many problems like this, do you? You know, with joyriders.
Oh, yeah, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, well, he's obviously run out of petrol and dumped it.
Yeah, Crossroads is becoming a dumping ground for all sorts of things.
You've got to get out of those clothes. Come with me.
Why should I? I'm not your slave.
I'm trying to help you.
Can't believe it. It is you.
Mrs. Harvey.
Oh, it's good to find at least one old relic from the old days.
Only you could get away with saying that. Times have changed, Mrs. Harvey.
They certainly have. It doesn't get any easier.
I was sorry to hear about Mr. Maddingham. You haven't had much luck with men, have you? Oh, I'm sorry I didn't.
Oh, no, that's all right, Doris. It was a long and difficult illness, and I always knew that it was going to end like that. Still, nothing prepares you for it, does it?
I suppose not.
I never thought that I'd be the one to be left to grow old on my own. I never thought I'd be back here at Crossroads.
Well, I, for one, am glad to see you.
Thank you, Doris. Oh, did you ever marry?
No, but I've got a lovely nephew, Bradley. He's fighting off the girls. He works here, you know.
I think he is gone.
Oh, you'll be all right, Mrs. Harvey.
What a muppet.
That's five of you, Amy.
Come on, double a quiz, yeah?
It's all right. I don't want to bankrupt you.
You already have.
That'll come in handy for the weekend.
Oh, yeah, it's your birthday on Friday, isn't it, Bina?
We might have a surprise for you.
Oh, what? I hate surprises. You all right? You look a bit flushed.
Are you sure about this?
Positive, thank you.
Well, if you'd just like to sign that for me.
I have to pay my own hotel.
Mrs. Harvey, if it was down to me, the world would be free to you. But it's the others. They're a bit of a mean bunch.
I came down earlier, but you weren't here.
Ah, sorry I missed you.
So will you have a drink with me now?
I'd love to, but I need to keep my job.
Well, I'm the owner. Of course you'll keep your job. Oh, come on. You're such a sweet boy.
I better be going, Mrs. Harvey.
For heaven's sake, will someone have a drink with me?
How long has she been there?
Not long, but she wasn't that bright when she arrived.
Okay, I'll deal with it. Is everything all right?
Perfect. Would you like a drink?
I've been looking forward to talking to you, but I've been so busy. I do apologise. Now, perhaps I should order us up some coffee in your suite.
I'm fine here, thank you very much.
The thing is, Jill, you don't mind if I call you Jill. I find it rather awkward discussing business in public.
Really? I don't. But then again, my business seems to be a lot simpler than yours.
I'm sorry.
I don't have stepchildren.
What do you mean?
I'd watch my back if I were you.
Come on, quick. You can have a shower if you like.
I'm supposed to be on a shift.
It'll only take 2 minutes. I'll put your clothes in the dryer.
Let's face it, Mum, she's no intention of selling to me or anyone else.
I just don't think that's true. Otherwise, why would she be here?
What have you been saying to Jill Harvey?
Nothing. Why?
Apparently, I need to watch my back with you.
I don't believe this.
What's all this about?
Why don't you ask him?
Whose side are you on?
Patrick, will you just tell me what's going on?
He can't be trusted.
That's nonsense.
Why do you always have to defend him?
Because I can't see what he's done that's so wrong. Jake and I have been on the receiving end of her spite today.
Oh, yes?
Yet she virtually accused him of scheming behind your back.
Well, that's not so far from the truth, is it?
You need help, Patrick. You're paranoid.
Am I?
They're in the machine.
Thank you.
Why were you hiding from that policeman?
Forget about it.
But what about the motorbike?
Easy come, easy go.
Let's have this out right now.
If you like. Do you blame me for trying to talk to Jill Harvey? It's not as if you offered me any of your shares when I wanted it, and let's face it, Patrick, we all know the reason why. It's because I'm not your son.
Stop it, both of you!
No, we're getting to the truth.
Patrick!
Open your eyes, Mum. Everything's in Patrick's name. This business you work so hard to run isn't even shared between the two of you. Not a lot of trust there.
You
Stop it!
little...
Please, I do not need this!
Kate, come on. I'm sorry. He was just stirring it.
Can't either of you see what this woman is doing to us?
Kate.
Is my uniform dry yet?
Not yet.
Rocky's gonna kill me.
Don't worry about it.
You don't understand. I need this job.
Fine, I'll try and get you another uniform. She's only been here for...
Would someone mind telling me exactly what's going on?
Has Jack Meadows got his boss where he wants him?
Tom Chandler will have you for breakfast.
I don't think so. He's the one over a barrel, not me.
There has to be another explanation.
And let complaints find it.
The Bell, tonight at 8.
And a reminder that there's a special omnibus edition of Crossroads tonight at 9 o'clock.
So what we're going to do?
Get hold of whoever robbed us and smash their faces.
Oh, that's a good plan, mate. Apart from the fact we don't know who it is.
Well, it's got to be someone who knew about the party. Someone who knew we were stocking up on booze.
Yeah, that could be anyone here.
How's about nicking a few more bottles?
You're joking. We've nicked too much already.
Well, we've got to do something. You can't have a party without booze. Not one that Bean would come to, then.
Play the word party, Minty.
That's right, Mrs. Russell. Just saying the Labour Party. Doing a wonderful
Fantastic.
job. Go, Tony, yeah?
I'll leave the ransom note and go, OK? Whatever.
What's up? I thought you wanted to go to this bash.
Mum and Dad were fighting all night. I hate it when they do that.
Is that why you told Mr. Andrews you felt sick?
No, I didn't tell my dad. He'll kill me.
Of course not. Still, look on the bright side. At least you've got parents.
Mrs. Harvey deserves an Oscar for her performance last night. I think Mr. Booth handled it very well.
Virginia, aren't you due a break?
Oh, I've had one, thank you.
Has Norma Desmond shown her face yet?
Jill Harvey is still an important shareholder in this hotel.
She's also an interfering old cow who can't pay her bill.
Well, let me handle that. How's Tracy?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
She chucked me out last night.
And where did she sleep?
This is a hotel, Mum.
There isn't any truth in what Jill Harvey said, is there?
Of course not. What do you take me for?
Good. So we can still have that anniversary dinner then, can't we? It's important to me. I suspect he's the one who's finding this the hardest.
Yeah.
What are you doing back at this time?
I've got a tummy ache.
Yeah? What sort of tummy ache? Okay, get yourself upstairs. I'll come up and see you in a minute.
He won't be running around all afternoon, will he? The guests don't like it, you know.
I'm aware of that, thank you, Virginia.
Oh, Jake!
Who's it from?
My brother, Mark.
What did he say?
He's still in Bangkok.
I'm gonna go travelling one day. Even though my mum keeps telling me how dangerous it is.
Too right. You can't go through life not doing things in case you upset people. Gotta do your own thing.
Talking of which, you know Phil?
What about him?
Well, would you mind if I asked him out?
Me? Why should I?
Do you want a hand with that?
No, I can manage, thank
Are
you.
you sure? I don't mind.
Really? Fine, thanks.
Now, you see what you did there? You were too pushy.
I was only trying to help.
Yeah, but you never asked more than once. Looks like you're angling for a tip. And ladies always like to keep hold of their handbags, all their personal stuff.
Sorry.
Oh, you can't expect to learn it all at once. 30 years I've been doing this. People think it's easy, but I'll tell you. Right, lad, off you go.
I'm due a break.
Oh, no breaks when duty calls. Go on, see how you go this time. Yeah, kids, eh? They don't know when they're born.
How about the boys? The DJ's meant to be good. So long as we can go to Desmonte's first.
Oh, don't tell me. Ray's gonna be there.
This could be my big chance. Still don't know if I can get time off yet or not. Are you going to ask old Lemon Chops to change the rota?
Hardly. Mood he's in. Bet he didn't get his order forms filled in last night.
Got time to stand around chatting, have we? I'll soon find you something to do.
Just finishing up here, Mr. Booth. Here are your olives.
Very tasty. Those olives look all right as well. So, did you enjoy last night?
It was lovely. Last time for a while, though, now I've got to share with Bean and the bimbo.
Oh, I'm sure I'll think of a brilliant solution.
I'll hold you to that.
You in there, Mrs. Harvey?
Hello, Doris. Come in.
I thought I'd see if you needed any clean towels.
Well, surely someone else should... Oh. You're not checking up on me, are you, Doris? I suppose you heard about last night.
I wish I'd been there to see it.
That'll teach the Russells to meddle with me.
Been getting in touch with a few old friends?
Trying to contact my daughter, actually.
Does she live far?
Well, no, Walsall. I've been leaving messages, but...
She does know about your husband.
Well, yes. Well, I wrote and told her, but she hasn't replied. Can't say I blame her.
You don't mean that.
Well, let's face it, I palmed her off on her father when she was, what, 8, 9 years old?
You had your reasons. A hotel's no place to raise a child. You said that yourself.
I know. But looking back, I think it was an excuse. I was never exactly maternal.
You did stay in touch with her?
Well, yes, at first. And then the divorce settlement got all messy and, well, after the first couple of years, I don't think Stan was passing on any of my letters.
Oh, that's terrible. You've got to talk to her, give her your side of the story.
What's the point? I don't think she wants to hear it.
Well, you've got to try. She's the only family you've got left now, isn't she?
Yes. Thanks, Doris. hello. I'd like to inquire about train times to Walsall, please.
How's the tummy?
All right.
Shall I call a doctor? I'm sorry your mum and I have been fighting. I know it upsets you.
So why do you do it?
You'll understand when you're older. But we'll sort things out. I promise. Tracy, what are you doing?
I told you I wanted you out of this flat.
You know I can't do that. Look, we've been over this a dozen times. Nothing happened.
Then what were you doing in that woman's room in the first place?
Because she'd locked herself out. What was I supposed to do? Tell her to sleep in the corridor?
Well, if it's not true, then why did she say it?
Jill Harvey buried her husband a few days ago. She's mad. She'd say anything. Do you really trust me that little?
I used to trust you, and look what happened.
That was months ago, and you promised never to bring it up again.
Well, more fool me, eh? How many times are you going to put me through this, Jake? How many?
You know, I could ask you the same question. It's not easy living with this stream of stupid accusations.
I am not being stupid.
You know, if you got off your backside now and then and pulled your weight in that salon, maybe you wouldn't spend so much time sitting around here letting your imagination run riot!
This is you two sorting things out, is it?
Oh, Scott, sweetheart, Scott.
When you finish then, we'll make a start on the anniversary dinner for tonight.
2 calamari salads, 1 goat's cheese and 1 melon.
Right, out loud. People want to order now.
Yeah, very so.
Why can't they eat lunch at the normal time?
You're not the only one who wants to get away. I've got to move rooms this afternoon. Yeah, can't wait.
Right, guys, Minty, leave that. Chop me some more salad, please. Hands! So, you coming to this party then, Bina?
Why? Made too many jellies?
It's not going to be like that, yeah? It's going to be wicked.
Yeah, right.
What are we going to do when she turns up and finds out all there is to drink is lemonade?
Look, we'll think of something, yeah?
Got a problem, boys?
No, everything's fine.
Just getting geared up for the party.
Yeah.
No problem with your drink or anything like that?
Why? What do you know about it?
Nothing. But that kid Scott Booth hangs around with dropped this off for you earlier.
If you want to see your booze again, come to the KO Cafe at 5 today.
Stupid kids.
Yep.
So when does he think they went missing?
He's not sure. He bought them in King's Oak yesterday, left them on his bedside table, and today they're gone.
What's this?
Mr. Edison, 310, says 2 CDs have gone missing from his room.
Probably just forgot where he put them. Who's going to pinch 2 CDs?
No, he was pretty certain.
Well, who cleans up there?
Mandy or Cully? I don't think either of them would do something like that.
Anyone who has access to the master key can get into the rooms.
All right, refund Mr. Ellison the amount for the CDs from petty cash, and let's just hope it doesn't happen again. Jake, can I have a word? Are you still okay for tonight's dinner? You and Tracy are still talking, I take it.
Tonight?
Your wedding anniversary family get-together, remember?
Oh, yes, of course.
I think you tried to forget after last night. I just think it's important that we show a united front of the family right now.
Okay, we'll be there.
Day return to Walsall, please.
Patrick, I wasn't expecting anyone. Come in.
I just wondered if you two got things sorted out last night. Obviously not.
I haven't slept a wink. He still denies everything, of course.
Do you believe him?
To be honest, I don't know what to believe.
I probably shouldn't say this, but sometimes
I know. He doesn't deserve me.
you need to be tough, Tracy. Guys like Jake, they'll...
I just really love him.
Oh, no. Well, maybe he is telling the truth. You certainly can't believe anything Jill Harvey says.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, don't worry about the salon. Andre can manage for today. You take the day off.
Oh, thanks, Patrick. You're a darling. It's a pity Jake's not your real son. Maybe some of it would have rubbed off, eh? See you.
up. At least you got the afternoon off school.
Suppose. So you think Des and Minty have got the note yet?
Bound to. I'm telling you, we can't lose. Serious partying will be done.
What partying?
We were talking about Des and Minty's party. I don't suppose you'll be going.
No.
And I thought you lot were all meant to be party animals.
You lot meaning every gay man on the planet, I suppose.
Not another lecture on stereotypes, please. Can I go on the net for half an hour?
When you've finished your homework and I've checked it over, maybe.
You're such a pain.
That's my job.
Listen, Chloe, I've been thinking. I don't know if you should ask for that.
Why not? It's the 21st century. Girls are allowed to make the first move. Aren't they, Tom?
Most lads still like to do the asking. Makes them feel in control.
You reckon?
Yeah, and you don't want to look desperate, do you?
Suppose not. Oh well, just have to get him to ask me then.
Now's your chance.
You're right, no time like the present. Hi, I didn't know you came in here.
First time. Just on a break.
Oh, right, yeah. Burgers are great. Cheeseburgers are excellent.
Sounds good.
How can I help you?
Tom, this is Phil. He's just started work at Crossroads. I'd like one of your finest cheeseburgers, please.
Pleased to meet you, Phil. Take a seat, and Chloe will bring it right over.
Me?
It's Thursday, remember? You're working.
So why do you have to move out? I mean, can't Phil share somebody else's room?
You said you were going to think of a brilliant solution. It's me moving in with Bina, and that's that.
So what exactly are we going to do, you know, when we want a bit of...
We'll just have to sneak up there in between shifts. We'll have to make the most of what we can get. Bradley, what are you doing in my room?
Mrs. Russell asked me to pop in and fix this radiator.
It's about time. I complained about that 2 weeks ago. Well, some people get things done, others... Oh, great. First let me freeze to death for a fortnight and then Madam turns up.
It needs a new part. I'll have to go into town and get it.
So is all this yours? Whose else would it be? Are you joking, aren't you? There's not enough room in here to swing a cat as it is. What if you picked some of your clothes up now and again instead of chucking them on the floor? Don't you start coming in here and telling me how to behave in my own room.
Girls! Whatever happened to sisterhood?
I'm not exactly thrilled about this either. That new porter was sleeping in the hall if I had my way. I mean, what if I want to bring a bloke back? Well, it works both ways. We'll just have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Please. Who are you going to bring back here?
I was just coming to find you.
What for? To have another go at me?
Actually, to say sorry. You've got every right to feel the way you do. If someone told me they'd seen you with some bloke, I'd react the same way.
You wouldn't even notice.
You know that's not true. I couldn't stand the thought of you with someone else. It'd drive me mad. So I do understand, even if you have got the wrong end of the stick.
Well, I'm glad that you see my side.
Of course I do. So, how'd you feel about this dinner with Mum and Dad tonight?
Oh, so this is what this is all about. You just don't want me showing you up in front of your family.
That's not true.
Isn't it?
I just don't think it's fair to involve them, that's all.
And what about our family, Jake? You, me and Scott. Have you seen what it's doing to us? Scott's been bunking off school.
Maybe he's just after the attention.
Well, it doesn't say much about his parents, does it?
Which is why tonight's so important. For Scott's sake. You can see that, can't you?
I suppose.
Well, come here and give us a hug, then. Stop being so silly.
So, how are you settling into the hotel?
Okay. Hours are pretty long.
You should make sure you get some time off. There's loads to do around here.
Really?
Yeah, good shops in town, great cinema. Do you like films?
Sure.
The one off New Street's got 16 screens.
Great, I'll check it out sometime. Have you got any ketchup?
Yeah. This is useless. He's just not going to ask me. I couldn't be more obvious.
You can say that again. I thought you were going to do striptease.
Right then, it's back to plan A, asking myself.
Chloe, do you think that's a good idea?
Sure, he's probably just shy or something. I know what I'm doing.
Can I help you?
Well, that depends. Is this anything to do with you?
Might be.
You broke into our room and stole our booze.
Great. We're being held to ransom by a couple of rugrats.
Rugrats with no teeth when I finish with them.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. My brother's over there, and he could take on the pair of you.
So what do you want? Money? Sweeties?
Just an invite to your party.
What? You are joking. We're not having kids like you at our bash.
Fine. How much good do we get for that booze at school, Scott?
Dunno, 20 quid?
This is ridiculous. All right, you can come, but you cause one bit of trouble and you're right out. You understand?
Now, where's our booze?
Mrs. Harvey? Mrs. Harvey, are you all right?
Go away.
Come on, let's get you home, eh?
Home?
Are you going? How's your burger?
Great, thanks.
Can I get you anything else? I've got a great cheesecake today.
No, really, I'm stuffed. And I'm late back for work. Rocky will do his nut.
How about apple pie? Do it with ice cream.
No, honestly.
Don't suppose you like 5 at all?
5? Or the boy band? Why?
Doesn't matter. Don't say it, I know. It's pretty pathetic. I just lost my nerve.
Oh, well, not anymore.
Oh no, I'm not giving up. That party tomorrow and he's bound to be there. My new top and a bit of lippy. He won't know what's hit him.
1 burger, 1 chocolate milkshake. That's £3.50, please.
Burgers and shakes? And I heard you were off school today with a tummy upset. Pot of tea for 1, love, please, when you're ready. Things a bit rough at home.
The usual, you know.
Well, staying off school isn't going to help, is it? Listen, next time you're fed up with your mum and dad, send them down to the laundry. I'll soon sort them out.
Excuse me, Miss Gibson. Can I borrow a few lemons? We run out behind the bar.
Of course, Mr. Dobbs. Let me show you where we keep them. Careful, Billy's around.
I'm getting pretty tired of all this sneaking about.
I think it makes it more fun.
Oh, yeah, up to a point. Are you still serious about what we discussed last night?
Of course I am.
Well, then I've got a suggestion to make.
Come on, hurry up with those suits.
Chef, can I have a quick word?
Need to be quick. I've got the Russells in at 7:30. What is it?
It's flight tomorrow night. Don't please tell me I have to work.
Well, then you have to work.
But it's my birthday. Oh, please, Billy, I did do that extra shift last week when Jan was off.
No. If they find out, I'll get dropped right in it.
But I'm sure you can handle the Russells. Oh, please, Billy, it would really mean a lot to me.
Well, OK, don't spread it around, otherwise everybody will be asking for favours. Things I do for a pretty face, eh?
I'll take that as a compliment, shall I?
Take it any way you like.
Maybe 12 the suits, was it?
Doesn't look good, lad. Doesn't look good at all.
I was 2 minutes late.
Not the point. If people can't rely on you in this job, you're done for.
It won't happen again, all right?
I should hope not. I mean, you're on thin enough ice. You're already taking up room space, disrupting people.
Yeah, all right.
If it wasn't for the young Russell girl, I doubt you'd be here at all.
What do you mean, Nicola? Why?
Oh, nothing. Don't matter.
So, he's not coming home this week after all. He says he wants to have a quick look round Thailand first.
Very nice, too. Wish I could go swanning round Thailand for 3 weeks on somebody else's money.
Yeah, well, he's young. It's best he sows his wild oats now.
Wild oats, that boy could harvest a crop. We should never have given him that credit card.
Evening.
Hello.
So did Mrs. Russell's daughter say something about me, then?
Look, forget it. I've said too much already.
Please, Rocky, it's important.
All I know is she put in a good word for you.
And it's because of that that they keep me on?
Now, don't think that means you can get away with murder. It just means you've got a chance.
The table's ready.
See your charms worked again.
Messages. Are there any messages for me? What are you all staring at?
Mrs. Harvey.
No, there aren't any messages, Mrs.
Must be from my daughter. I'm expecting one. You're just keeping them from me.
Please don't do that. Haven't you caused enough scenes already?
Look, I'm just checking my messages, but your staff are keeping them from me, so I'm going to have to do it myself.
I've told you, Mrs.
No, you've been told to keep them from me.
You know, I think we've had enough of you for 1 week.
Take! I'm expecting a message from my daughter.
That's enough. Come on. You better get an early night, don't you?
You're so diplomatic. So businesslike. Oh, you make me sick.
That's because a business is exactly what I'm trying to run, and you're making it impossible. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Leave? Look, it was my business long before you came here. I have every right to be here.
I think you've just lost that right.
Don't try and bully me. Don't forget, I'm a partner. I have more right to be here than you. Of course, it's your husband who's my partner. He just pays you to skivvy for him.
Well, that's enough. You have 1 day to get your affairs in order, and then you leave.
I'm going nowhere.
Then I'll have to call the police and have you removed. It's your choice.
Devastating news.
Look, I'll be fine. I'll stay out of the water. You said it was the exercise.
I could perforate any time.
Look, I don't want to go to hospital.
Peak practice tonight at 9.
Sorry I'm late.
No prizes for guessing what's top of the agenda this morning.
Jill Harvey?
Your mother's told her she's got today to get her affairs in order and leave. If she's not out by tomorrow, she calls the police.
Maybe I was a bit heavy with her.
Don't start regretting it.
She deserved it after that scene last night.
Poor woman's got nothing. If we throw her out, where does she go? I kept thinking about that all night.
Not your responsibility.
I know, but she's got no money and nowhere to go.
We have to stand firm. I'll go and see her if you like.
No. I know you're right. I'll go.
Only 11.5 hours to go.
The party of the decade, man. Now I've got a booze bike.
And you got another tequila?
Well, Bina's not going to fall into your arms just because you've got a favourite tipple, you know.
Right, when you finish there, make a start on the buffet lunch for the conference.
Yes, chef.
What are you doing in here?
I just wanted some tea bags for the rooms.
You're meant to get them from room service.
I've run out.
This is a working kitchen, not a cash and carry. Take them now, but this is the last time.
You all right?
Yeah, I hate it when he yells at me.
His bark's worse than his bite. Take no notice.
I'm trying. See you later.
Right.
See ya. Nice looking lass.
Suppose, yeah.
Not a bad figure either.
Listen, mate, you fancy her, you go right ahead.
I wasn't thinking of me, I was thinking of you.
Oh, that's right. Try and palm me off on her so you can leave the way clear for you and Bina. Must think I'm soft.
All I was doing was
I know what you was doing, you sneaky swine. It's not over till the fat lady sings, mate. You'll see.
Oh, I didn't expect me to come to the door. Oh, I think we had enough of that nonsense last night. Come on in. Do take a seat. I suppose this is about last night.
Jill, we all realise that things
Look,
haven't
Kate,
been...
can I stop you? No, they haven't. but that's no excuse for the way that I've been behaving. I can't tell you how sorry I am about that.
Well, I'm happy to hear that.
I've been relying on one or too many, well, vodka and tonics to get me through the bad patches, and it's starting to catch up on me, but I can assure you, it won't happen again.
No, it won't, because I meant what I said last night.
Kate, I understand that you have to be tough, and, well, especially in front of your staff, but you're not really going to throw me out, are you?
I'm sorry, Jill, but you give me no choice.
I own 30% of this place. I mean, I helped make it what it is today.
I realise that, but your shareholder position doesn't automatically provide accommodation. If you can't settle your account, then...
Look, it's just a question of cash flow. If you could just give me a few more days.
I'm sorry, Jill, but the management have discussed it and we're all agreed.
Kate!
There really isn't anything else to say.
Oh, Kate, surely we can talk about it.
I'm sorry.
Everything all right?
I've just been told to leave. I don't know what I'm going to do, Doris.
Told to leave by Mrs. Russell? Oh, that's terrible. Did you go and see your daughter yesterday?
No, I intended to, but I just lost my nerve. Scared of what might happen.
Well, I know it's not my business, Mrs. Harvey, but it sounds like she couldn't treat you any worse than this lot have.
Oh, there she is. All right, Bina.
What? Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. 18, eh? Be drawing your pension soon. I mean, not for a long time, though.
Right, tough.
Party's going to be banging, love.
Yeah, you're coming, aren't you?
Haven't decided.
She'll come.
You've given Bina the night off?
Well, it's her birthday.
Fine. Well, in that case, I want 2 hours off this afternoon.
No way, I'm not playing that game.
Oh, come on, be fair. I've worked my last 2 free evenings when we were short-staffed. Besides, I've got something special to do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's private.
Joanne, we've got 20 covers booked already for tonight. Who's going to do all those pastry cases for the flans?
Bottle of scotch in it for you.
Hour and a half, back by 5.
I don't care what they say. You're all right underneath.
Who's winning?
I am, only because you're cheating.
I'm not.
How about I play the winner?
Sure. Mr. Booth, is it true that lady who owns the hotel slapped your face in the foyer last night?
On second thought, it's time you got back to school. Get your stuff together.
So listen, about tonight. I'll tell my brother I'm coming round here. You tell your mum and dad you're coming to mine. Oh, if you're sure, trust me.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Thanks for a lovely evening last night. It was really special.
You're welcome.
Spoken to that Harvey woman?
Mum's talking to her. Gonna tell her to pack her stuff and get out.
I'm not surprised. She's completely mad.
Now, do you see why I told you to take no notice of her? You can't take anything that woman says seriously.
I guess you're right.
Hi.
Hey, Mandy, on a break?
Yeah, just thought I'd get a coffee. Can I get you one?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, in a minute. So, are you going to this do tonight?
Is this as a Minnie's little party?
Yeah, it might be a bit young for me.
They won't all be teenagers. They've got a cassette player.
Yeah, thanks, man, but I wasn't just talking about the music.
I'm definitely going to go.
That moisturiser soap in here. I've been peeling prawns all morning.
Yeah, there's some over by the sink. We were just talking about that bash tonight.
Sounds like they've asked the entire hotel.
Yeah, everyone's going to be there.
I might pop in for a bit.
Oh, that'd be great. And I guess I should wish my new roommate a happy birthday. Maybe I'll look in too. See you later.
Yeah, and I guess I better pop back to the bar, actually. See what sort of crisis it's in.
Yeah. See you later. I look forward to it.
Yeah, right.
Could you wait here for me, please?
Are you going to be long?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I'm sorry to bother you, but is this where Sarah Jane Harvey lives?
Why? Who wants her?
Is she at home?
Well, what's it about?
I'm her mother.
She doesn't want to see you.
But I've come such a long way.
She's not in.
My husband died. I wrote to her explaining. Did she get my letter?
Yeah, she got it.
Look, I really must see her.
I'm sorry, love.
Could you just take me back to the station, please?
You all right, love?
Yes, thank you.
Was she crying?
Yeah.
Good.
Do you think she'll be back?
Somehow I don't think we'll be seeing her again.
Is this it? I can't hear anything.
Party's down the end of the corridor.
My stomach's doing flip-flops.
You don't have to come if you don't want to.
What? After all the trouble I've gone to? And Phil Berry's waiting down there. You must be joking. Nicola, hang on.
What is it now?
More lippy.
I'll be back in a minute.
Are you going to stand there rubbernecking all night?
I'm not.
You haven't taken your eyes off that door since we arrived. You're not Ray's type.
I happen to prefer the more mature man.
Hey, here she is.
Oh, happy birthday, darling.
Yeah, happy birthday.
You look absolutely fantastic.
Amazing.
I'm not stopping for long. We're off to the void in a bit. Is no one else here yet?
It's early yet. People are still working. Hey, how about a drink? Tequila?
What else? You got any decent music?
Give it up, mate. She ain't interested.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hey, you. Where have you been hiding?
Been really busy with the cafe. But tonight, Matthew, I am going to be party boy.
I thought you'd never get it.
Just had to finish the stock check. Now more yours.
Do you want a drink?
I'd like a bottle of vintage champagne. But I'll settle for a beer.
You've got it.
Everything okay, Billy? I mean, you seem a bit short-staffed in the restaurant tonight.
Well, Bina had a bit of a headache, so I decided to let her go.
The birthday headache, was it?
Could be contagious. Want the whole kitchen going down with it, do I?
Okay, as long as you feel you can manage.
I can manage, Kate.
What's she doing here?
Spying for her mum, probably.
Not dressed like that, she's not. She probably comes to us like below the stairs.
God blimey, Miss Mandy, I ain't never mixed no toffs before.
Oh, don't forget to curtsy, Miss Bina, or she'll have you up before the butler. He's not here.
So he'll be here later. Thought you didn't want to look desperate.
I'm glad we came. It's ages since we've had a proper night out.
Well, don't look at me. You're the couch potato who never wants to go anywhere.
You know it's not that. It's just tricky with Daniel.
He's 11 years old. When I was his age, I was babysitting other kids.
Yeah, well, you hadn't lost both your parents.
I'm just saying, you shouldn't be overprotective. You need a life too.
Which is why he's at Scott's tonight. So let's make the most of it.
Fancy a dance?
Try and stop me. No, oh, this can't be happening.
I thought you said...
I did. And he bets what Scott told his mum and dad.
Uh-oh, I'm for it.
Go ahead. I'm looking forward to this one.
Just wanted a bit of fun.
You lied to me, Dan. Suppose I'd rung Scott's mum and dad and you weren't there. I'd have been worried sick.
I can look after myself.
Yeah, right. Real hard man, you are. And as for you, I thought you knew better.
Sorry.
Well, come on. We're going home.
Hold on. If we go now, that's the end of our night and all.
So what am I supposed to do? All right, you've got exactly 1 hour and you stick to orange squash, OK?
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, thanks. Is there anything to eat? Yeah, those dorks haven't organised any food. Well, I'll nip down to the kitchen, see if we can find some crisps.
Thanks, Bina.
So much for our big night out, eh?
Shall I take that? Have you finished? Great. Thanks very much. Lovely.
Ray, what's going on here?
Mrs. Russell.
Why are you hurrying these people out? It's only just gone 11.
I've got a really bad migraine, actually. It's a little blinder right between the eyes. So, Mrs. Harvey, can I get you a drink?
No. Get her what she wants. It's on the house. That's if you're not in too much of a hurry. Vodka and tonic. I haven't seen you at all today. Busy making arrangements for tomorrow.
Don't worry. I shall be leaving first thing in the morning.
There you go. Bad day.
You could say that.
I'm sorry.
Have you got children?
No, none that I know of.
If I were you, I would keep it that way. Ray, can you do me a favour? Can you let me have a bottle? I'll square it with Kate tomorrow. Thanks.
Hiya. Can I let us have a few snacks for the party, please?
You've caused enough trouble for one day already. What sort of snacks did you have in mind?